Texas, and remember the Alamo Dome is home to the Roadrunners of UTSA, and we are fired up to get this game underway. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the UTSA Roadrunners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Commodores about to kick it away and get this season started. He'll bring it out. It's Savage. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. And the Roadrunners want to pick up the tempo. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Just need a few inches on third down to move the sticks on this opening drive. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, and made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. On second down, they'll take to the air. It's complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, and you got to love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he's looking downfield. Got his man quickly. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
The Commodores are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Getting some heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And the Commodores will have it 1st and 10. Looking to scramble. Pulls it in. It's Duarte. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a 1st down for his team.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Trying to power it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Vandy. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. How about that return? He may not get credit for a touchdown, but if they can pay it off, that score's set up by the return man. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Roadrunners. He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Duarte. A pickup of 5, marks it at the 36-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
From the gun to give, looking for room. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. The play action fake. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll leave it with him. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. That gives him 54 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Commodores.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Running behind that left side. Open space at the 25. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
They'll ride the hot hand. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. It's Marshall. Flushed out of the pocket. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make the play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. At the 40, there he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
The Roadrunners have their offense in high gear. Reads it, fires complete. Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. He wants to throw it again. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Dropping back, it's Marshall. A shot toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And the Roadrunners will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. He's looking to throw. This time he's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Spits it out to the back. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Wide receiver shows motion. Going up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Finds the tight end. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. And the Commodores will hustle to the line. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Past the 25. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. UAB is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over Boston College. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They're already in great field goal position here, David. The question is, how aggressive do they get?
Full throttle. Be aggressive. Try to get the touchdown here, man. Such great starting field position.
It's just going to take one play, right? They've got the weapons outside. Give a guy an opportunity to make a play in the end zone. Think about the momentum change that would create.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the back. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass, it's Marshall. He makes a grab. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Just enough time to get off one more snap. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Roadrunners will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
The Commodores look to keep this drive humming. They'll give it to him again. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Leaves it with the running back. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Throws to the wideout. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Going the other way, and he's got room. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes, and they've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
He's got it. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The lone back's got it. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. And the Roadrunners in the hurry up. Comes out throwing on first down. He finds his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, UTSA! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half it looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. Then more drives like this is what's needed.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. A fair catch called for and made. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They're looking for an advantage to the right. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The give to the back.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. He's got the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. They'll run it from the gun. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And this is a moment with the lead late on third down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this first down and keep me on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Wants to go up top. Makes his connection. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Obliterates him, still on the move. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The clock and the scoreboard on their side as they come to the line, first and goal. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Trying to run it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 1 more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On third and goal, they'll throw it. Now sliding to his left. Touchdown Doors! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. UNLV is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by 10 to Memphis. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. He'll start this drive firing. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to throw, it's Marshall. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
When you're a defense, you have a choice. Do you play man or do you play zone? They sat back in zone. That might change. They might change their mind and try to switch to man here shortly in the future.
Ball in the air, intercepted. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Vandy. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to...
He's going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Looking to pass. It's Marshall. Unloads to the right. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Off the play fake. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever the reason, they'll go for it on 4th and a country mile. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are in the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. One more play to pad the stats. Power football with the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort, tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot?